endless as far
So
as the
can you, I mean,
benefits of
for
practicing
people like
mindfulness
me that,
meditation.
not very book smart, I'm thinking meditation is somebody sitting on the floor chanting. What does mindful meditation actually look like?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, mindfulness meditation is really nothing more than being very intentional about taking some time to pay attention. So if you're sitting on the floor, if you're sitting in a chair, if you're standing up, if you're laying down, just taking some time out of your day, setting that time aside to pay attention to the here and the now. And that means physically and emotionally. So physically, all five senses, you can pay attention to your breath as an anchor. You can pay attention to all five senses. So your sense of touch, your sense of sight, your sense of smell, taste, all that. And really pay attention to what it is you're experiencing in that moment, here and now. And then the mindfulness that you can do throughout your day is not necessarily a meditation, but you can have a conversation mindfully, like I am with you right now. Like I'm paying attention to the questions that you're asking, and I believe that you are as well. When people say, "Hey, I can't be mindful," that's not the case. You can. You pay attention to the conversation, or if you sit down for a meal, you pay attention to that meal and you don't have your phone up in front of you checking your social media and your emails and your text and all this. We're so distracted in this day and age that we rarely pay attention to the here and now. We're continually thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow, or we're stressed about what happened yesterday. So that's what mindfulness and meditation is. It's just and specifically what mindfulness meditation is. It's just being focused on the here and the
I
now.
love that. I
both physically
read a
and
book recently
emotionally.
by an author named Amy Kubler, and she has a book. It's called Presence. Just being present in whatever you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yep.
Just give that focus. And and unfortunately or fortunately,
Right.
I was on a friend's podcast a while ago, and he gave me, sometimes when somebody will give you a little word and it just sticks in your head and it repeats over and over again. And he said, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I thinking, man, if I could just be present
yeah, man.
in one thing, I could be present in everything,
Right. Yeah, man. That's a buddy of mine and I do a podcast on Fridays.
Yep. Love it.
Called Men Talking Mindfulness. And oh man, well, maybe that's where you heard it. But I'm kidding. But on Friday, Will, he mentioned that. He was like, hey, the way you do anything is the way that you do everything. And if you're not present in anything that you do, then you're not present in everything you do. And so you're missing out. You're missing out on life. If you're not present with your family, if you're not present with your coworkers, if you're not present, in your off time, like your off time, if all you do is spend time scrolling through social media or email, then you're missing out. So that's what mindfulness is it helps you to do anything better.
Let's talk
and
about,
in doing so,
the time's winding down. Let's talk about your nonprofit. That's the passion project, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it is. So it's I'm I'm with Veterans Path. I'm their deputy executive director. I'm actually unfortunately I'm leaving them soon, not due to anything bad, but just leaving them for some other opportunities that are out there. But Veterans Path is a phenomenal organization that is helping to bring mindfulness and meditation to veterans, and transitioning service members, because as we've mentioned earlier, that military transition can be stressful and you need to do some deep introspective work. And if you're not doing that, then sometimes that transition can be even more stressful than it should be. So the mindfulness and meditation helps with that. It helps to develop grit. It helps to develop resilience, and then it helps to develop a sense of fulfillment, which is important to have as you transition out. So that's what Veterans Path does. It teaches mindfulness and
Okay,
meditation to veterans
and I
and
think,
transitioning service members.
we have a friend in common, Dr. Shauna. I think she's doing great, doing great work, and I have an
Yeah,
interview with her
she's
coming up,
awesome.
I think in March or April. So now, she's an amazing
Nice. Yeah, she's great.
individual. So now, what do you have coming up on the horizon? What's new? What's going to be new for John 2021?
Oh man, a couple of irons in the fire. I mean, I don't want to put anything out there just yet because I'm not 100% sure on some things, but I'll continue my consulting gig. I want to continue working with
I was just
another
how'd you know? I
consulting
was just
company
going to
called
ask you
Mission
about Mission
60,
Zero.
where we're doing. Yeah. So working with Jason Van Camp, a buddy of mine, West Point grad.
So you guys
Camp
much text each other during the Army Navy game, huh?
Anyhow, yeah. So
you guys much text each other during.
what's that? Oh, we totally did, man. There was a bunch of texts flying back and forth during that game. And then let's see, there's that. And then I'm also working with another friend, Teresa Larson, a Marine Corps veteran turned physical therapist, where we're introducing movement and mindfulness to corporate teams. But those are a couple of like irons in the fire. And then I've got some other potentials that may work out. We'll see. I'm sure you'll see on LinkedIn. I try to be fairly prolific on there.
When's the book coming out?
There'll be some updates in the coming weeks. Oh man, I've got to work on finding a ghost author. I'm not a great writer, so maybe somebody can, if there's somebody listening who's a ghost writer, maybe they can help me out with that.
How can we find you? How can we support your missions and support what you're doing?
Yeah. So you can find me on LinkedIn, John McCaskill, Jon. McCaskill is Macaskill, and I believe I'm the only SEAL turned mindfulness teacher with that name on LinkedIn. So I'm pretty easy to find there. I actually deleted most of my other social media accounts and just focus primarily on LinkedIn. You can reach me at John McCaskill at McCaskillConsulting.com. And that's about it as far as support. Again, I may not be, or I will not be with Veterans Path soon, but you can go on their website, veteranspath.org, to find out more about the organization, and then donate money there to support.
Awesome.
Or if
Last
you're
question.
In need other services, that's a great place to
start.
If I say,
John, I want something in the next 7 days, obviously you'll get it done. But if I tell somebody else, do something in the next 7 days, it'll probably never get done. But if I say, John, please take an actionable step in the next 24 hours, you're more likely to do it. So if somebody is struggling either with their physical health or their business, what can they do in the next 24 hours to start righting the ship besides getting one of your boards shipped to their house?
Yeah, that's probably the first step, is get that board. No, in all seriousness, I think start journaling. I think that's a key one. Is you can really change the way that you look at things by starting a what's called a gratitude journal. Like truly sit down and write down small things every day that you're thankful for. Sure, you can be thankful for your house, you can be thankful for your job, you can be thankful for your family, but if you write down small little things in this gratitude journal every day, it's going to change the way that you see your life. As you start to be grateful, there's more to be grateful for, and as you are more grateful for everything, and you see that there is truly more to be grateful for, that can change your attitude in life. And I think that your attitude in life is really a big part of what helps you to be successful, helps you to be happy, helps you to be fulfilled. So that's probably the one.
John, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me. It's been fun. Now that we've talked,
brother,
I consider you a friend and a family member. If there's anything I can do, please let me know, because I'm going to support you. And keep doing amazing podcasts, because I do get a lot out of it.
All right. Well, thanks, Richard. I appreciate that.
All right, brother. Well, God bless, and I hope your babies feel better.
Space today.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thanks, man.